Hello and welcome once again to Akosia's vlog. If you're new here, can you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you're done. Today we are going to unlock the secret to baking the perfect vanilla cake with this easy to follow tutorial. In this video, you will learn step-by-step instructions on how to create a moist and delicious vanilla cake that will impress your friends and family. Say goodbye to dry and flavorless cakes. Now let's dive into the world of baking. All you need is your butter or margarine, some eggs. I have my sugar, vanilla essence. I also have my baking powder, nutmeg, my cake flour. I have salt to taste and then my milk. Now to begin, I'm going to start coating my baking tin with some butter. If you don't have butter, you can spray it with any non-cooking oil too. Just use the normal vegetable oil we use in the house to coat your baking tin and you are good to go. After, we are going to sprinkle some flour into our pan. This can be neglected if you are using a non-stick pan, baking pan, and then it's also good. Now set it aside and then we begin the process. So in our mixing bowl, I'm going to sift 1.5 cups cake flour. I'm doing this to remove any lumps in it. After I'm done, I'm going to sift my salt and baking powder. I'm using a teaspoon each of it. The salt can be neglected, but then I prefer to add salt to balance my sugar when making my cake. And this is my nutmeg, which is also optional. After, I'm going to mix everything together till it's well mixed. Now set it aside. So in another bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of our butter. This should be at room temperature. After, I'm going to whisk it till it's fluffy and the color of the margarine and sugar turns pale. So kindly notice how yellowish it is at this moment, and then we will see how it is at the end result. This should take roughly 2 to 3 minutes to do it on a medium speed. Now when mixing it, make sure to scrape all the outer part of the bowl into the bowl to be able to whisk well so that it becomes evenly and well done. Now the color is changing at this time. We are still not done, so I'm going to scrape it like I told you earlier and then continue with the mixing. So this is what we have. After we are done, the color has changed, so it's time to add in the remaining ingredient. Here I'm adding a tablespoonful of our vanilla essence. Since we are making a vanilla cake, we need more of the essence, and a tablespoon will do just that. Now I'm breaking my eggs into it. This I'm doing one at a time. Don't mix all together. It should be one at a time. We are using 2 eggs for this cake. Now it's done, so I'm going to scrape the outer or the edges into it, and then it's time to add in our dry ingredient. I'm doing this half at a time, and then I'm going to add my evaporated milk to it. Now if you're intolerant of eggs and dairy products or any milk at all, please, this is not the right recipe for you. I have another video on making cake without eggs and milk, and then I will upload that later, so do check it out. Now we are going to mix it slowly into it till it's well incorporated. We are going to add the remaining to it, and then we are done together with the evaporated milk. Now the milk should also be at room temperature, so do check it out and take notice of it too. Now there are so many ways of preparing your cake, and this is the simplest of it all. Now with this, anybody at all can make a simple cake in the comfort of their homes, and trust me, you would so much love this recipe. You can use your mixer, but then the speed should also be at the lowest minimum to get a very nice texture. We don't want to activate any gluten in our cake today. So we are all set, and it's time to transfer it into our baking tin. At this time, your oven should be preheating at 180 degrees Celsius, and then we are going to bake this for 30 to 40 minutes depending on how brown you want your cake. Shake it a little bit and then put it right into your oven. You will know that your cake is well done if it separates itself from the walls of your pan or a toothpick comes out clean. So look at it. It's so simple and easy to make, and then you are good to go. The aroma of this cake is so heavenly too. And now, if you are still watching me at this stage, why don't you subscribe to my channel, comment, or share my video so that I become so happy to be able to share more videos with you guys. Just look at it. Now, if you want it more brown, just add additional 2 to 5 minutes to it and you are good to go. Now I decided to cut it the next day after making my cake, and look at how fluffy it is too. Now, in order to store this, you can wrap it with a cling film, or you can just put it in a Ziploc and then be taking it as and when you need it in the refrigerator. Now, till we see each other next time, Miss bye-bye. Enjoy with your favorite drink.